information about the stories that will continue to expand the Star Wars universe exclusively on Disney+. Ladies and gentlemen, Lucasfilm's president, Kathleen Kennedy.
Hi everybody, this is incredibly exciting to be here to talk about Disney+. This service will be the home to the entire Star Wars collection. Every single film being made available to subscribers within the first year, including Episode 9, The Rise of Skywalker. So over 40 years of Star Wars storytelling in one place. I would say that that's pretty fantastic. And with the launch of the new streaming service, Lucasfilm will venture into Star Wars episodic live action for the first time in history. And having spent my career making films for the big screen, I can tell you that it's both exhilarating and liberating to be able to tell stories that expand beyond 2 hours. And the quality of our episodic series for Disney Plus will be identical to our feature films. Those creative teams that are working with the same passion and care as we do for our films will be creating programs for Disney Plus. The platform allows us to have a new relationship with our fans, and it will allow us to appeal to the audience who cares so deeply about what it is we're doing and where this is all going. But before delving into our live action projects, I want to tell you a bit of news about the animated series Clone Wars. As you know, Dave Filoni began this over a decade ago. And we heard from you the plea to bring this series back. So I'm happy to say it will debut on Disney Plus in February 2020. I've had the chance to see a bit of this, and Dave and his team are doing an amazing job. It's absolutely fantastic. And now I'd like to bring out 2 actors who will star in a new spy series inspired by Rogue One that's coming to Disney Plus, and it's currently in pre-production. Reprising their roles from Rogue One, Diego Luna returns as the charismatic rebel leader Cassian Andor, and Alan Tudyk as the wisecracking, reprogrammed Imperial droid.
So many people. Wow. So nice to be back here. I miss this energy. Yeah.
I see a lot of familiar faces. I've seen a lot. I know most of you.
It's been really hard 3 years, to be honest. I've been waiting for the call.
Yes.
Going back home and, you know, facing the idea of my character being gone. You know, my kids won't look me in the eye.
Gone. Gone.
Yeah, sadly. But we're here and we're gonna look younger, which is amazing. It has to be a prequel, right?
Yeah, because it's a prequel. So we're gonna, what you're seeing now is not what you're gonna see on Disney Plus. We're gonna look gorgeous. Like amazing and young.
Do we have a title? Can we say the title?
Not quite yet.
No?
Okay, that's good actually, because I have a suggestion for a title. Because right now it's being called...
Yeah, it's Cassian Andor, the untitled story. Huh?
Which is missing something.
No, it's okay.
For me, I'm thinking K2 Fast, K2 Furious.
I don't know.
A Cassian Andor story. We've got you and me in there. Yeah,
probably in your territory.
Have you done television before?
Of course. I started doing television. Yeah. Telenovelas, which is like, you know, the cream of the drink.
So you're going to be bringing some televanel... what you said. Telenovela chops.
Finest TV ever. No, to be honest, it's great to be doing this show in this format. To have 10 hours or more to explore these characters, these relations. And yes, we will have a telenovela moment, you know, where you can cry when I tell you, te extraño, K2.
Oh, yeah, do something, tell K2
Te
something.
extraño, K2.
All right, yeah. We'll work on that.
It is horrible to work with this guy, as you can tell. He never says what's written, which you know, is the only actor allowed to do that on set, which is very unfair.
All right, you guys. Well, we are doing a lot of writing, and we are shooting next year. So I'm going to see you in London. Thank you very much.
See you in London.
See you.
Thank you guys. Ciao.
And now I have the pleasure of talking about The Mandalorian. This is going to be our first series coming to Disney Plus on November 12th. And there is no one better to tell you about it than executive producer and writer and new Disney legend, Jon Favreau, and future legend, Dave Filoni.
You guys ready? Yeah! So listen, Dave Filoni was nice enough to bring me over to Star Wars Celebration. I had never been there before.
First time, yeah.
And now it's my chance to bring him to his first D23. Can you give him a big welcome? See,
Thank you, John.
here it's different because here we've got Star Wars fans here, right? But we also got Marvel fans too, right? And most of all, we got Disney fans, right? So I want to introduce not just Dave to you, but I want to introduce to you the show The Mandalorian. Now, Dave, do you want to tell them how the two of us got together, how we met?
I was working, but way back in like early 2000, around 2007, on Clone Wars with George Lucas up at Skywalker Ranch, and I heard Jon Favreau was there mixing a tiny movie about an obscure comic book called Iron Man, and being a fan of these things, suddenly I get this call that Jon Favreau has reached out and would like to see if he and his son could come up and watch Clone Wars. And at this point, no one had ever seen Clone Wars before. So I did what anyone would do with a top secret property. I said, sure, if I can see Iron Man, I will make you that trade. To which you said, of course.
Of course.
Yes.
And so we were the first people to see, thanks to George Lucas's Skywalker Ranch, we looked at each other's footage. I said, if you ever need a voice on this show, and then they wrote the part Pre Vizsla for me, and I was a Mandalorian.
A Mandalorian.
Yeah.
So years later, you're like, you have this idea.
Right, so I come in, and now that I hear that Disney Plus is opening up to Star Wars content, I came in, pitched Kathleen Kennedy a version of a show that took place after Return of the Jedi, after the Revolution, after everybody's done celebrating because the Empire is gone, and then chaos reigns because there's no central government in the galaxy, and so it degrades into a world where, like the old samurai movies and the old westerns, where the gunfighters are roaming and people are fighting for their own safety and to try to build safe communities, but no, it's a dangerous world. And I told him that I wanted the lead character to be a Mandalorian.
Yes.
And she said, do you know Dave Filoni? I said, I love Dave Filoni.
Yeah.
And she got us together, and we've been inseparable since. Yeah. We've been hammering away at this.
Making Mandalorian.
For making Mandalorian, we did 8 scripts. You wrote one of them, I wrote a bunch of them. Dave directed, we had a bunch of new directors.
He was writing them over Christmas. He'd send them to me. I'm like, I'm on break. But he was so excited, and then he'd send me a picture of his socks. It looked like Boba Fett. And he's like, I knitted these socks faster than you've read the script. I'm like, okay, I'll read the script. And then I read it, and I was like, what I love about it is it really felt like Star Wars to me. And I don't say that lightly. It was exciting. You know, I've been looking for a way, and Kathy was trying to help me find a way to break into live action. And I gotta say, what a great mentor to have in John, a Disney legend, but a great filmmaker. So I've been incredibly fortunate to work with him on this exciting project. Thank you.
And so, thanks to Disney Plus, thanks to Lucasfilm, we were able to put together a production that stands up side by side with all the features. It's a whole new set of characters. So if you're new to Star Wars, it's a whole new storyline starting in a whole new time frame that hasn't been covered yet except in the extended universe. But if you are a Star Wars fan, we got you. Because we got, whether you like the prequels or the sequels or the original trilogy, the extended universe, and Clone Wars, we got something for everybody. So much like when we did Iron Man, you know, it was new characters for new people who might not have known about superhero films. If you knew the Iron Man books and you saw those movies, you knew that we were making those movies for you. So, and of course, it didn't become real until we got our cast.
Yeah,
would you like to meet our cast?
Let's do it.
Let's bring them out.
Let's bring them out. Where's the cast?
Here they come. We got Pedro Pascal. Come on up. We got Gina Carano. We got Carl Weathers. And we got some. You want to finish it up?
Got Giancarlo Esposito. And we've got Taika Waititi.
Do these people not look like they belong in the Star Wars universe? So I'd like to introduce everybody to you. Why don't you pose a question to them, Dave?
Well, I don't know. People ask me this all the time when I started out, but what was it like, guys? What's it like? You are a part of the Star Wars galaxy. The Force will be with you always. So what is that like? Why don't you share with everyone?
It's a dream come true.
Simply to the point, just like a Mandalorian.
Yeah.
Once a part of the Star Wars family, always a part of the Star Wars family.
Oh, me? Okay. I feel like the Force is like in
The Force is
I
in you.
understand it now. It's just been everybody I'm standing on the stage with. I'm starstruck by all of them. And I'm starstruck by the encouragement and support that you've all given me. And I mean, this is just a whole different galaxy.
I'm head over heels and over the moon that all of you are here to be with us at this wonderful unveiling. For me, it's a dream come true. And when you are a young person who's watching these films, filled with so much mythology and so much that means something to you that you could aspire to, that's how I feel. Because I feel like now my position on the planet with the Empire is indelible. Yes!
Yes! Well, I just want to say it was also a dream come true for me to work with me. Don't get a chance to do that often, and also I play IG-11, and I just want to say that just for droid representation, it was just very important to me just that those characters get enough screen time and that we understand where they're coming from, because they're very misunderstood, especially bounty hunter droids, very misunderstood. And
for the droids!
Have their stories told. Woo! Thank you.
Now, you know, every time I come here, I can't come empty-handed, right? We gotta show you something. And as a thank you for all of you, because every time I've come here and I've shown you something, you've been very generous and come and supported it. And I want to just say thank you to all the audience members, all the fans. We're fans too. Thank you, and we appreciate you. Thank you.
Bounty hunting is a complicated profession. Don't you agree?
Thank you, everybody. Before we close out the show, you have time for a little more? I think you'll want to stick around for this. We'd like to welcome back to the stage Kathleen Kennedy, and she has something very special to share with you. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
Those guys are, I don't use the word awesome very often, but those guys are awesome. So before leaving, we do have one more announcement. After secrets and fibs and not being able to talk about it, I am thrilled to bring out a beloved member of the Star Wars family. Music swells.
Kathleen, can you ask me in front of all of these people, all of these witnesses, can you please ask me, am I going to play Obi-Wan Kenobi again?
Ewan?
Yes?
Are you going to play Obi-Wan Kenobi again?
Yes. It's been 4 years of saying, well, I don't know, we've been talking, or maybe if they call me, I'd be happy. But now I can say, yes, we're going to do it.
And I will also tell you, we are really close. We have all the scripts written. We are ready to start shooting next year. We could not be more excited. So, can't wait to start production. We have our Obi-Wan.